Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, children. So let's continue with our class. Okay.
True to his word, that little elf began to do Anil's homework.
So where we are, like here. So Anil was very happy and he was very lucky that he find that tiniest man in a size, you can say. So what he did, he just told that man that if you do my homework till the end of the term, like 35 days, okay. So what happened? The little man wrinkled his face. Suddenly his face was very crushed like a cloth. Then he kicked legs double his feet and wrenched and squalled and pursed his lip, right? Wrenched, scout, pursed his lips means ugly expression. एकदम ugly expression made with the faces, expressions showing unhappiness. इस सब की meaning है unhappy. He was very unhappy that he has punished in that way. But what happened? He agreed with the agreement of the Anil.
Except there was one.
True, its words that little elf began to do Anil's homework. Expect there was one. Okay, so he started doing his homework. So let's continue with the next page.
Problem. The elf didn't always know what to do and he needed help. Help me, he'd say. And Anil would have to help, in whatever way. Anil had to look up the dictionary for spelling. He had to help the elf with addition and subtraction. He had to do most of the division and multiplication problems, as the elf did not know the tables.
So, the elf did always know what to do, right? जो elf थे उनको नहीं मालूम कि उनको क्या करना चाहिए था. So he need help. Help me, he was saying to the Anil. Anil would help him in whatever he wants. Okay, Anil had to look up to the dictionary for the spellings. He just see the dictionary for the spellings. He wanted to do addition, but elf did not know the table, so he helped the elf in the addition and subtraction. And he had most of the divisions and multiplication problems as the elf did not know the tables, right?
Every day, in every way, that little elf was a nag. Anil was working harder. He was staying up nights, had never felt so tired, was going to school with his eyes puffed and red. Finally, the last day of school arrived and the elf was free to go. As for homework, there was no more. So he quietly and slyly slipped out through the back door. Anil got...
So, every day, in every way, the little elf was nagged, right? Nag means one who keep complaining for thing. Then Anil worked harder. Anil, he started working harder. He started weighing, staying up nights, had never felt, he did not feel tired. He go to school with the puff red eyes. Finally, the last day, school का last day आ गया. And elf was very free. The tiny man was free to go as the homework was completed and the homework was no more. So he quickly and slyly, quickly means without making noise, slyly means cunningly, chalaki se, he moved through the back door. Okay.
got very good marks. His classmates were amazed. His teachers smiled and were full of praise. His parents wondered what had happened to Anil. He was now the model kid. He cleaned his room, did his chores, was always cheerful and polite. It looked like he had changed and become a better child. Anil still thought he had made the little elf do all his homework. But I'll share a secret, just between you and me. It wasn't the elf. Anil had done it himself.
So, what happened? After this was happening, elf walked through the back door. Anil, then the result came. Anil got very good marks, you know. His classmate was very amazed. अनिल को इतने अच्छे मार्क्स कैसे आए बल्कि जो अनिल के क्लासमेट थे ना एकदम चौंक गए. And the teacher was also surprised and smiled with full of praise. And the parents भी surprised होने लगे, wonder होने लगे अनिल को इतने अच्छे मार्क्स कैसे आए. Now Anil was a model kid. Okay. Then he cleaned his room, he'll